We've talked about the front relaxed pose, our first side poses facing the right and left side. Now we're moving on to the final of the symmetry rounds, which is the back relaxed pose. I see a lot of competitors hitting it like this on stage with their legs locked out and they're standing up straight. They're flaring their lats out, which is great. They're getting a good quad sweep, but we're completely missing the posterior chain. There's nothing going on with the hamstrings whenever we're locked out like this. And it's missing some of the key principles that we talked about in our earlier videos. He's not hinging his hips back, he's standing up straight, and especially from the perspective of the judges, this is going to make his upper body look that much smaller. So whenever we're setting up our back relaxed pose, it's very similar to that front relaxed pose that we have already talked about. As we face away from the judges, we're still hitting 10 and 2 with our feet. We want to think about turning those knees out to the sides, hinging those hips back, and then as we stretch out and flare those lats up, we want to push down through the shoulders and lean back. As we look at the core, we want to think about having a fence that's right at the bottom of our lat inserts. And we just want to bend right over that. That's going to push our upper body back towards the judges. Arms are still going to flare in just the same as they would within the front relaxed pose. Since we're leaning back, it's still going to be in towards our waist, but it might look a little differently. So don't feel like you have to crank from your elbow to your wrist down towards your waist to make that same diamond shape. We're still making that diamond from the perspective of the judges. One of the other things that I want to bring up, especially when hitting the back relaxed pose, is how we distribute the weight within our legs. Obviously, whenever we hit this within the front relaxed pose, we're thinking about shifting that weight to the outsides of the feet and probably a little bit forward. We kind of want to think about the same approach here whenever we hit the back relaxed pose. Even though we're facing away from the judges, we don't want that weight to shift backwards into our heels. One of the big things that I've learned, especially whenever I do hit this pose, is to shift my weight still into the balls of my feet because I get more hamstring activation in it. Another thing that I want to bring up whenever we do hit the back relaxed pose is make sure that your head is craned behind you as well. If we're thinking about leaving our chin to our chest, whenever we push our chest to the ceiling and lean our back towards the judges, our head's going to look super small. We don't want to just have this little hump that appears over the top of our traps. So whenever you hit the pose, lean your head back. And finally, just to kind of cap off our transition, since we've already talked about our transition from our front pose into our side pose, and then our side pose now into our back pose, I want to bring up how we're transitioning from our first side pose into our back pose, and then from our back pose into our last side pose before going back into our front relax at the beginning of the symmetry rounds. As we go within our first side symmetry pose, we're thinking about stepping back with our right foot, pivoting on the balls of our feet, making sure that we bring our feet out to that 10 and 2 position where we need it. We're going to cross our arms in front, flare those arms out, rest those triceps on top of the lats. One of the things that's really beneficial for us whenever we hit the back relaxed pose is that we can actually catch a chance to breathe here. The longer we sit in this pose, judges don't really see our stomach. So since they don't see our stomach, we don't want to take like rapid, quick breaths, but we can take our time with some longer, slower breaths before they call us into that next pose in that transition. And then finally transitioning from our back relaxed pose into that final side symmetry pose, I like to think about extending my right arm down and out to the side. This is giving a chance for our back to stay turned away towards the judges, giving us one final breath. We take a step forward with that right leg, bring the left leg to the right. We still want to think about bringing the arch of that left foot to the heel of the right. And then once we're ready to hit that front pose, we turn out, face the front, breathe all of that air out of our midsection.
And that's all the symmetry poses for Classic Physique. It's a little bit time later, back at home, editing the video, forgot to realize that I didn't actually record an outro. That kind of nails all of our symmetry rounds. Now that we've gotten those out of the way, now it's time for us to actually move on to the stuff that's more fun to hit on stage. Our front double bicep, our side chest, back double bicep, the ab and thigh pose, and then a bunch of our favorite classics. With all of these out of the way, we can take the fundamentals that we've learned from these poses and now apply them to the muscular rounds, starting off with the front double bicep. I'll see you guys next week.